Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me on Berets, and I'm talking a little quieter because it's nighttime here, and it's just finished live streaming. But there is some news, and I am going to talk about it very briefly for both the JP side and the global side. And I'm also going to give recommendations if people are interested on the banners and whether or not you should be pulling. So yeah, let's get right to it. And starting first with the JP news, because I'm a JP player. There's a couple of pieces of news that are really interesting. First of all, I didn't make a video about this earlier because some of the details are still not 100% known. But the Porcelain Tower is returning, and it is returning with a vengeance. Okay, not quite, but the tower is returning, and it will be here on Wednesday on the JP side. So for people on the global side who are really wondering about whether or not the tower would return and whether you'd have another opportunity, here it is. Yes, you are going to. It should be noted, though, that the prized piece of equipment from the tower this time is something called the water ring or the water armor. It is a piece of equipment that is different from Rain's sword, but I do believe that it was mentioned that you will be able to get the Crimson Saber again, so it just makes sense. Rain is a permanent unit, so it would make sense that there's another opportunity to get his sword. Great news for anybody who didn't get it the first time, like myself. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Basically, the tower is looking to return with all the same mechanics and everything, which is totally fine. This is what you've been farming for, and here it comes. But yeah, for global players, you're probably going to be really happy to hear the fact that, guess what? You don't need to be too worried if you can't do it the first time. You'll get a second chance later. Also, watch out for the Windows icon. Okay, it's fine. Also for the JP side, looks like we are getting the final part of Chapter 9, which looks to have a focus on Rob, Engelbert, Gilgamesh, and possibly Gilgamesh's beautiful blonde boss. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see exactly what's happening, but it could mean that there is going to be some story development to deal with Gilgamesh, and I think that would be a good idea considering how, people seem to like him and whatnot. So there you go. Book farming will return to JP. Nothing really overly spectacular there. Going to be a fair number of options this time for your book farming needs. But again, book farming is only for about 5 days. And honestly, I think this needs to stop. I really think it's about time that books just become a permanent addition to what you can farm daily. Make it not necessarily limited, but it shouldn't be an event. It should be just something that is always there, because it is pretty much always needed. I don't think that's super controversial. Also on the JP side, JP will be getting a brand new banner that includes vision cards. So let's take a look at the vision cards. First of all, the UR vision card this time around will feature the Mont and the twin Spear Girls. Never have I wanted to be Mont so badly. But anyway, interesting part of this is individual passive is Human Killer. Human Killer on a vision card that is individual that could potentially also stack with Human Killer on Odin, with Human Killer from the Odin card on another person in the party. So yeah, this seems like an absolute, really insanely good card. I think this card will probably be proved to be really good in PvP and PvE situations still. So yeah, this just seems really nutty. Its party ability is fire resistance, which basically makes it seem like Victoria or Laswell would get benefits from this, but any character could potentially get benefit from this and just reduce fire damage. Now, if only we have more fire enemies to worry about. Either way, love this card, love the artwork. I think it's going to be a 10 out of 10 card, really. And wow, as a Brave Exvius player, this surprises the crap out of me. Blood Moon is coming to the game as an actual summon. He is a MR or SSR rarity summon that will be obtainable from getting one copy of his card. Should be noted that the individual ability is Aim Up and Quickness Down, and the party ability is range attacks. So Interesting. Anti-gunner card with a summon attached to it and aim up, but losing a little bit of quickness. I don't know, there's some possibilities of this card being really good, but regardless, I think the summon is going to be insanely good. Dark base summon with a around you AoE attack pattern, but what I really think is super interesting about this summon is not necessarily the damage output, but the fact that it can cause doom. Based on my experience, doom is actually a really good status effect. It potentially can kill enemies that are just super sticky in the fact that they have high HP or defense, and they just don't take a ton of damage, and they can heal themselves. I'm talking, of course, of Chocobos, but Doom is a really good idea for against high evasion enemies, and this summon just seems really, really good. Like, it really seems really, really good. So I'm putting a big, like, this seems like a really good vision card banner. If not for the Blood Moon, then I also think for this UR vision card, I think it's actually just a really solid vision card banner, but we'll have to take a look when it's fully out. Also with the update, no maintenance to be said, but it does look a little bit like some kind of potential stacking is coming of the equipment variety. Not sure about exactly how all of the details will be working with this, and definitely going to need to experiment it a little bit to see how this exactly works, but it does look like it's coming. It does look like it's going to be here on Wednesday, so talk about more about that later with its own video. Now, going to global, here's what's going to be happening. So you have your daily purchase bonus and arena campaign. You have Chapter 7-1, or Chapter 7, Scene 1, I should say. So you guys are continuing in on the story. You're also going to be getting Magicite reward quests. And Magicite reward quests, they're okay. They're not great. They are a nice bonus. You can only farm so many per day, and the drops aren't incredible, but the extra Magicite is super nice. Talking about the Choco Flan challenge, this is going to be something I think that not a lot of people are super happy about. It is a difficult challenge. It is what you face in the raid at high levels. That's going to be this. It is going to be difficult. The Sage's Hat is nice, but I don't think you have to super worry about it. But, you know, if you can get +1, +2, or maybe even a +3, probably did pretty darn okay. Books, summoning, or farming is coming back. But, of course, you guys are also getting your own vision card, the Mobius collaborative vision card. And oof, okay, so Mobius of Despair and Truth, bestowed effect, magic up, party ability, missile resistance up, and then the MR1, agility up as the bestowed effect, ice attack resistant up as the party effect. This is a really easy, this is a skippable banner. I don't think anything here is super exciting. I don't think anything is super interesting. And yeah, both the vision cards, while it is nice to pay homage to the soon-to-be X game Final Fantasy Mobius, which has definitely earned its place as, you know, part of the Final Fantasy, I guess. Anyway, I think it's good to see these vision cards. They're kind of a nice little collectible. I don't know if they're going to be limited on global or not. I don't see anything about it being limited, but I do think they are collaborations, so they should be limited. Overall, neither of the cards are exciting, or I think going to be ground-shaking. They were not super impactful from what I remember on the JB side. So probably pretty easy skip, just save your Lapis, because soon I think we're going to have a Stabby Girl be coming to the game. I'm talking, of course, about... Wait for it. Venera. She's coming very quickly, and probably so is Rain and Warrior of Light, so lots of reasons to save up. this is a pretty easy skip for you global players. Anyway, so that's all for this video. Kept it really short this time. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be talking more about the tower later this week once it's available on the JP side, and equipment stacking. I'll do videos on that. Till then, take care. See ya. I'm out.